Well, welcome you to the session number 6 this year, and this is the marketing your products and services. So today we're going to talk about marketing. I will concentrate a little bit more on the online marketing part in that sense. And we're going to review all the marketing points and have a couple of workshops. And as well, you're going to have a great surprise at the end of the session. You will have also the practical session with the Facebook. And we're going to share a bit of important information with you that you might find useful. So we go ahead now. So welcome you to the Startup Booster. My name is Daria Yegorina, and I am the expert in marketing and sales and in startup consulting. And I'm doing together with my colleague and partner, Elena Varnavska, who is the expert in the psychology of excellence, the Startup Booster program that helps a lot of people in the entrepreneur world to find their way of creating their startup company. So what you will learn in the Startup Booster program in general, if you will listen from webinar 0 to the last one. So you will learn how to launch your business from scratch. You will find out how to market and sell your products and services. And you will find out how to build and manage an international company. So let's communicate. So make sure that in the YouTube, as I said before, you use the comments field, and in the Facebook, you can post the comments on the Facebook directly on the event of the webinar 6 event if you were accepted the event on the Facebook and you are joining us from there. For this session, you will need a pen and 5 sheets of white paper to write on, because we'll have a couple of workshops where you can train and gain your skills. And you will probably need to make notes during the session. So, if you're ready, we go ahead. First of all, I have a question to the audience that are listening to us right now. What is the marketing for you? Can you please write your thoughts, maybe a couple of words that you think marketing is? So I give you like 20 to 30 seconds maximum, and the time starts now.
Hi there, here is Elena, and I've already got the first answers. I've got 2 answers for now. The first one is promoting your products and services. And the second one, well, that's a different point of view. That's selling your products and services.
Okay, great. Thanks, Elena. Thanks, everyone who took part. If you still want to share your comments, you can go ahead sharing your comments, and we'll take a note or comment on them later. So I have created the understanding of the marketing based on the practical approach to that, and my understanding of the marketing, that is the most effective way to use your time and money to communicate a positive, inviting message about your service or product or products that you're offering to the market to your potential ideal clients. I think that's one of the best descriptions, and it's practical oriented, and it's covering the majority of the purposes that is marketing devoted to. Now, we go ahead, and I would like to concentrate on what is marketing today, which way it should be understood. It's not pure the marketing as it is. It's not only telling about the product, but it's selling in itself. And it's a new sense of marketing currently coming up. It's the sense of satisfying the customer needs. So it's the whole company world is trying to be around the customer-centric instead of product-centric. And I think that's one of the key points of marketing today. Surely there are the key elements of marketing. Could you guys please put right now in the chat your ideas? What are those key elements of marketing?
Hi there, here's Elena. I think the people are either being shy at the moment, or the YouTube broadcast has a slight delay. So maybe we just continue, and later on I'll get back to you if I get some answers.
Okay, no worries about that. So I didn't put them as the 4 and then extra 3 key elements of marketing. I put them all together and we're going to review all of them. So the processes. The process is one of the key elements of marketing. It's basically the delivery of your service, which is usually done with the customer present, and how the service is delivered is once again the part of what the consumer is paying for, is the delivery of your service. And basically the process has the main features is the customer focus, it's business led, it's IT supported. If it's an informational product, it has design features, and a lot of research and development is connected to it because of being able to make the processes quite sure to deliver the products that the customers are looking to in the market. It's also very important. Another key element of the marketing mix is obviously the product. So the product should fit the task consumers want it for, and it should work, of course, and it should be what the consumers are expecting to get. So the main key characteristics of the product would be here the quality of the product, the image of the product, also the branding, the main feature of the product, if there are any variations of the product or mix of the products combined in one solution. It's obviously the post-sales, it's the support that you provide to your product, customer service, use of occasion, availability of your product to the market, and also the warranties that are connected to your product. How you define your product to be really great quality, and how you're ready to get, for example, 100% money guarantee back if you are not satisfied with your product. And next part is the price. So the product should always be seen as representing good and value for money. This does not necessarily mean that it should be the cheapest available on the market, but one of the main tenets of the marketing concept is that consumers are usually happy to pay a little bit more for something that works really well for them. So keep that in mind by doing the formation of your price, because the main features of the price would be the position of your product on the market. It's related to your product quality and brand in the market. It's discount that you give, it's list price comparing to the discounted offers, it's the credit you're ready to give for the customers to get your product, payment methods, and free or some value-added elements to the price. The next part would be promotion. So what is the promotion? It's basically the advertising of your product, it's the PR, personal selling, and in more recent times there is a social media or digital marketing involved into the product's marketing. Those are the communication tools for any organization, and those tools should be used to put across the organization's message to the audiences in that manner that the potential clients will hear about you, and they should be so much appealing, they should be bound with some emotions of your customer. The main characters of the promotion would be your marketing communications that you use to provide the information about your product to the customers. It's your personal promotion and sales promotion. It's different PR. It's going to be branding of your product on the market. And it's going to be obviously the direct marketing of your product. So the next part would be, or the key element would be people. People are obviously our customers. So all the companies are reliant on people who run them in front of the sales staff as well and managing director. And having the right people in the essential are essential because they are the part of your business. On the other side, I would include into the people part also your customers. Not only people representing your organizations, but also the customers that are buying. If you're talking about the people who are representing your organization from the marketing perspective, the main important features here would be the culture and the image they represent, and also how qualified and professional they are in order to be able to talk to your customers and in order to be able to represent your product and services. And the last key element would be the place. So the place is the product and its availability from where your target consumer finds it. So it's the easiest shop, online shop, or something where your customer, when he heard about the product, is able to buy it or to get it. So it should be the trade channels well established, the sales support well established as well, and the channel number and also the segmented channels that are providing the access to your product or services that you are offering to your customer. Now I'd like you to have a closer look in the marketing mix. So it's basically what you are using to, what channels you're using to advertise. So that could be the personal selling, like I said before, the sales promotion. You can use different events and experiences. You can use the interactive marketing, direct, some PR, some publicity on that, social media, and different ways of advertising your product. And we're going to have a deep dive into those in the section of attracting the customers in this webinar. Could you let me know if you have any questions for the moment, if you hear me well?
Hi there. Personally, I can hear you well. Let me just quickly check all our sources of information. Yes, I can see the pluses here, so the people can also hear you well.
Okay, sounds great. So now we're moving to the next slide. How basically to attract the customers you need. So that's all good to have the theory in your hands, but it's really interesting on how you can really attract your customers. So what is a successful marketing? To attract the customers, you need to know what is a successful marketing really. So the successful marketing actually consists of three main things. Thing number one, it's being responsible. You need to understand that everything begins with you. And if you are responsible for what you are doing, if you're responsible for the products you're offering and the services you're offering, if you're honest with yourself that your product is a good quality and the customers will come back to you and the customers will be happy, then you're good to go. Because this is the $1 million question or 1 million euro or whatever currency you prefer. Because here, responsibility is actually well paid, that you should know that. And you need to understand that everything begins with you and how you do things. Another important point is taking an action. If you want to do something you've never done, you need to leave your comfort zone and you need to start doing something. And if you remember, we were talking before about the SMART goals. So make sure that you set up your goals correctly, that you set up your goal at all. Otherwise, if your plan is to move nowhere, you will move nowhere. So instead of sitting and thinking, take an action. Push your past your comfort zone and do something instead of trying to set up the plans. And you need to stay obviously positive, because what you expect is what you get. If you expect opportunities, you will get opportunities. If you expect failure, you will get failure. And if you visited one of our previous webinars, that was one of the topics there, and I think that's really interesting to keep on positive mind, and we reviewed that, and if you are interested in this topic, you can go back and watch one of our webinars. Now we move to the main key. So the key of getting all the consumers you want, all the customers you want, and you will ever need, is understanding that there are an overwhelming amount of opportunities in the marketplace. And this is something that will keep you obviously positive on that. Now, where are those 5 places where you can get basically your customers? Could you right now put into the chat window an idea, at least of one of the places where you can get the customers?
Hi there, here's Elena, and I can see already a couple of ideas here in the chat and in the comments field. The people are writing networking. This is a couple of times what I can see, and also friends.
Okay, sounds great. Now, let's review the 5 places to get the customers that I have chosen for you. So the first one is called your own backyard. So basically, these are your previous customers. This is the customers that have always at least 50% chance of buying from you again. or just buying more, even more than they purchased, if you ask them obviously about that. This is one of the points that was raised with the marketing research, and it's proven. So the only thing you need to do here is to reestablish a relationship with them, and we need to offer them a little bit more stuff than before. They will obviously consider you, especially if you were responsible with your product, you took an action and step outside your comfort zone and offered something incredible to your customers, and they like that, and they are more likely to go back to you and buy from you like they did before. Another one is people that are ready to buy now. Basically, that's 3% of the population, and these are people that are ready to buy right now, and for now, it's even that big number. Why those people exist and how you need to approach them. You need just to be there to grab their attention. That's all basically. So where those people are coming from, those 3%. So this is the database or some leads that were always there and that were listening to your information, and now they're ripe enough to buy something from you because you are consistently making offers to your database, and someday they are ready to buy, and they become those 3%. Where are they coming from again? This is the referrals. Referrals from clients, and the main key here is systematically and proactively ask your clients for the referrals. It's the referrals from your database, because it makes it easy for them to refer because they're already there, forwarding, click sharing, etc. if you offer some interesting material. It's also the referrals from networks and professionals. If you find one and you ask them to refer you, you can find the centers of influence connected to your target market. They are actually dictating basically the ideas to the market, and people are listening to them. So if you find those people in the market where you offer your products and services, those people will refer you. You will get those 3% as well that are ready to buy right now from you, just because they listen to somebody else who is saying something positive about you. So here the key is to provide them something valuable, and the value for the people who refer, it's some assistance, some support, some resources, help, or advice. Those 3% can come from your presentations or workshops. If you invite your database or networks or partners or just public to participate, you can send them a compelling invitation. This is very important here, and deliver great content, and then those people will be yours and they will be ready to buy from you. And it's also the presentation that you do. You should be able to show them their need and give them substantial value. So call them to action. That's more important here. The 3% of people that are ready to buy now can come from your direct marketing if you're just sending out some newsletter and touching those people, and they see that compelling a headline or a great layout or some interesting information for them. And also, people who want to buy right now, they are existing in the search engine, so like Google. So the key here is to identify the right words and place them in the right places and build the links over the time. So important here, you can use the Google Maps. That will also lead you to one of the top places in Google. You can use pay-per-click or SEO or Merchant Circle or Outright or other websites that will create the backlinks for you, and for your online presence will be able to move you up in the search and create some presence for the people who are looking to purchase right now. Obviously, it's the advertising. You offer something full of benefits for the reader and the call to action, and the outsourcing. So this is where you can outsource the sales team, and the sales team may generate those 3% for you. 3% they're ready to buy right now. Another place is market who does not buy. And you will probably ask, like, why she is saying that this is a place to get the new customers, and why should you market, and how you should market to the people who are not buying now. And this is your 97% of the market who is not buying now, but you need to talk to them because eventually they will buy from you. The most important thing here is to be there when they are ready to buy. So how to be there and how to capture this 97% when they're not ready right now, how you can make sure that you are there when they're ready to buy. There are several steps that you can take to get this success. So first of all, You go only after those ones that are really interested and could be really potentially interested. So how you target and how you capture their attention? With the referrals for people who bought, with the presentations, with some social media and some direct marketing. Also, first page of Google, like maps, pay-per-click, or SEO, or some advertisement. And the second way would be to design the gateway introduction. So you provide a way to attract them by having a simple and non-risky relationship with you. So what could that be? That could be a free gift for you, or free information, free book, free workshop, free advice. And obviously, this in exchange for their email address. This is obviously something that can be that depends on the products and on the services that you offer. But obviously, there is always the way in any niche to find something what you can give for free to your customer at some point of time. Then you need to find out what they need and give that to them in exchange for their attention, like getting a newsletter from you. And also that's the referrals and endorsements from other customers that are already engaged with you in some point, in some way, and they are buying from you and giving the feedback. Obviously, the more positive the feedback, the better for you. Also, you can deliver some outstanding value through a core value process. So you need to find the easiest way to communicate with them, how they want to communicate with you by email or maybe by mobile phone. Provide four or five ways to deliver value to them before or in between the purchases they can potentially make. And also keep in touch with them constantly with the newsletters or sending some resources or discounts or maybe interesting blog posts, social media updates, articles, or maybe a birthday calls or postcard or e-card, some workshops free of charge, and this value has to be a really, really good one. Also, that's a good point for those people who are not buying right now but might want to buy. The may want to buy comes with the irresistible offer. So when you provide them an offer and they cannot refuse this offer. So they were thinking about buying but not now, but this offer makes them think like, listen, I'm gonna lose something if I'm not buying right now. And you can either make one offer or you can make a couple of offers to make sure that at least one will be of their interest, which is a good point for you. The third place would be to get your customers is tribes. So tribes I call the social groups and communities that are centered around some problem or some idea or some vision or some belief. And that will be easier for you to find if you know perfectly fine for yourself at least what kind of problem your product is solving. You will be able to get out and reach out to those people who are gathering around the problem and discussing it and offer them eventually some solution for that problem. So there are tribes forming as we speak, but they have very limited information and resources, and you might be the expert sharing something, giving the advice free of charge or providing some information in exchange for something small. So you need to feed and serve those people to be able then to pop up at the moment when they will want something more than just an advice, and then here you come with your product that solves their needs. You need to find them or make it easy for them to find you at least. So where you can find those groups of people. So this is established groups, definitely in different online forums or formed online groups. They are in blogging by commenting. You can search for them in the social media or just ask in some forums where I can get the information to solve this and this problem, keeping in your mind that this is your product, and you will be directed if some of them will come up. You need to listen to them and feed them obviously with a lot of valuable stuff and advice, like I said, and provide some outstanding content and resources and help, and do for them something that meets their needs. And by doing this, you will obviously create some kind of interaction with them and build relationship that will help you to put them in your sales funnel. And the sales funnel is one of the things we're going to talk next webinar about, and will help you to build the sales funnel as well. And obviously, when you have created already a good relationship with them, you will be able to make them an offer which they will not refuse, because you have built a trust by giving them something valuable already. And the fifth place is the town criers. So these are the special people, as you might understand, because they always refer, and they refer a lot. They're trying different products and services, and they are showing their attitude, they're writing about them. And keep in mind that those people can be dangerous and can be beneficial for you. These people are just born with the natural drive to refer people and products and services and companies, and they like to be taken care of and feel appreciated for the job they're doing. And so your goal here is to have at least 50 of those people in your database, and that you fill up and they create some good referrals about you, your product or service. Good. That's probably the 5 places you haven't thought about. I hope you enjoyed and found valuable the information here, and we go ahead. So what a database can do for you. You obviously might have a potential mailing list or a database, and this is a valuable tool. So let's have a look at what it can do for you. So that's several points. One of the important points, the database can make money. It's the revenue from multiple purchases from the database. It can do the referrals, so lead to more money or more referrals. It can do testimonials, which leads to more customers entering your sales funnel that you create. You can do the market research from having your database. It's know how exactly and what people need and what people want, so that you can meet their needs very well and keep on being customer-centric organization or customer-centric startup, which will bring you a lot more success than being the product-centric startup. The database can bring you knowledge and expertise, because those people in your database, they make suggestions, and they can interact with you to grow your knowledge at creating very good business. They can lead to greater opportunities, as you can make more money from them. They can could be new avenues, new product variations, etc., or combination that you never thought of. And it's obviously a value, because you multiply the value of your organization substantially by having a database. The value comes from all the points above, and this is the main value of the database here. There are obviously the keys to the multiple sales. And the multiple sales is something that we are looking at and something that everybody wants. Could you please put right now, just to make it a little bit more interactive, in the chat window you are using, what are the ways of multiple sales for you, to your point of view? What would be the best multiple sales way? What would be the best way to market your product and services to have multiple sales straight away? I give you 30 seconds.
Hi there, here's Elena again, and I can see 2 comments. So I think the people already know a lot about marketing and sales. So they are writing upsell and downsell.
Okay, that could be used. So upsell would be probably one of the ways to create more money. However, here I'm talking about the way to communicate about your products and services to the customers in order to have multiple sales. So one of them would be the reactivation offer. So this is the offer when you create an enticing or irresistible offer for your previous customers. Important here, the previous customers, so the customers that used to buy before, and you create this offer in order to rebuild a relationship with you and with your company. So the examples of those would be special discounts or irresistible offers based on those discounts, giveaways of free stuff. If you don't have anything to give away, try to find a partner or that donates the goods or products or services. But obviously, I'm pretty much sure that there is something like tiny little bit that you can give away and that will be useful for your customers. That could be the bundle. A bundle is something where you put together several products and services as a combination of those, and you can sell them together at the reduced price, which can be also a irresistible offer at some point. do the joint venture with someone else and get multiple products at a reduced price, which means that you create a bundle not around your products or services that you offer, but you create a bundle together with the partner. So like you're selling, for example, the flowers together with the cup of coffee, or cup of coffee with some sweets. That will be a bundle from different suppliers. And also you can do the contest, the Facebook contest or a drawing contest or something where you will get some referrals. Plus, you can give something away and attract attention at some point of time from your customers. And the second one is the makeup offer. So you may have lost a previous client due to price or due to a mistake that you made, or maybe they moved, or maybe they felt you're not getting the special attention from you. So this is about the lost clients. If the first one about the client that exists, they bought from you and never bought before, but they were happy about the product, and the makeup offer is more about concentrated on the clients that bought from you but were not happy with you at some point. And we obviously have those type of clients from time to time, like due to the delivery failure or due to something that makes them unhappy at some point, and you didn't pay attention that much to make sure that these clients are happy again and they're going to come back to you and buy. So here you can create a makeup offer to tell them that you are sorry and that you want to reestablish a relationship with them. The process to do that is they make the list of those customers, lost customers, so to say, decide who is worth going after, establish a win-back plan. It should be the irresistible offer in any case, and you need to execute as a sale to a new customer. So put the customer first and make sure that you're gonna make them happy straight away and make sure that they will never complain again. And this is the way you can win them back. It's obviously a bit more expensive than having the customer that you had before. However, the customer that were not happy with you but gave you the second chance, you need to use the second chance, and this second chance can put them in your database of customers that will be buying from you constantly. Now, I'm going to talk about the value proposition. So what is the value proposition for you? Can you maybe probably drop 1-2 words what you think is the value proposition? The key words that come up to your mind, and you have 20 seconds for that now.
Hi there, here's Elena, and let me just quickly butt in because I've just got a question, and the question is, if you're just starting and don't have any customers, how do you reach multiple sales?
If you're just starting and you don't have any customers, how do you reach multiple sales is the question.
Yes.
So in order to be able to start and you don't have any customers, you start from scratch, you don't have any database, the best way would be to create something for free where you can get first the database of customers, or say that if you are getting this option or solution from me right now, then you will get something discounted. So there are different ways to attract. It more depends on the product or service you're providing. But at the beginning, I would advise you to get the database, probably, if this is the informational product. And if you have the database, you can communicate to this database already. To get the multiple sales with the 0 customers at the beginning, or the customers who can refer you, it's pretty much difficult. The multiple sales, single sales you can, but you can create the referrals as the expansion. So the database, when you exchange the email or contact details for free to be able to put them into your newsletter, you can start the campaign with the getting out to the people who are really whose opinion is really valuable in this sector and who can refer you, and several customers will come from them. And you can create the irresistible offer at the beginning. Something like you start the new business, this is the product, write the great value proposition for your product, and create the offer with the great discounts. For the first, let us say 50 or 20 customers, as many as you can afford, depending on what you're offering to the market, you will be able to get the first customers in exchange for maybe a referral or something, and the first buyers. That will create some flow for you, and there will be the first step for you to get things done in terms of the referrals as well. Make sense? Does it answer the question?
Yeah, I think it makes sense and it's great. I'm just not getting the comments so quickly, but later on I'll check it once again. And in the meanwhile, I've got two comments concerning your question about the value proposition.
Mm-hmm.
The first comment is what problems you help to solve. So obviously problems of your customers and which value your product or service has.
Okay, that sounds fair enough and that sounds really great. Let's form it in the one sentence. So the value proposition is an innovation, is the service or a feature intended to make a company or a product attractive to the customer. So why I say innovation here, it's not because your product is super innovative or never existed on the market before. Innovation means this little tiny maybe innovative feature that makes the difference between you and somebody else doing the same stuff. So I hope this makes sense. Moving ahead, we're going to obviously have a more detailed and deep dive into creating the value proposition in the next webinar. However, I want just to go through and then give you a homework because we have prepared a lot of stuff for you today and we don't have that much time and we don't want to keep you in front of the computer for hours. So I'm going to go through the value proposition, what it is, giving you an example, and then instead of workshop, you will have a homework and then you will be able, if you want, share your value proposition on our Facebook page or on the Google Plus, or just send to us directly using our contact details if you need any help in forming the right one for your startup. So, what is the value proposition? A value proposition is basically what you are selling. Let's take an example of the wedding salon where they are sewing or preparing the dresses for the brides. So what you are selling in this case is the dress for the bride. So who is your customer? Your customer is obviously the bride. What is your customer afraid of? So just you put yourself in the shoes of your customer and say, okay, what can the bride be afraid of? That the dress will not be made in time, that it will look like many other dresses, that it might have some problems or it might not fit. That would be the main fears of the bride as the customer. What does your customer really want? So she wants to be special, right? That's one of the things she wants. She wants things to be done on time. She wants the dress to sit perfectly on her. She wants to have the super model of the dress and that is really fashionable and great and not out of date. She wants the professional to be working on the dress. So that's some of the wants of the bride in that sense. So what are the benefits of your products and services? And you need, which I want to underline, to base the benefits of your products and services on fears and wishes of your customer, because this particular thing will help them to get a deep dive with and create the emotional connection between you, your customer, and the product or service you're offering, and emotions they're going to push them to buy. So what are those benefits of the product and service based on the fears and the wishes that we assumed before, talking about the bride? So the benefits would be our company is making the most fashionable dresses created by professionals on time. You will have an opportunity to try it on as many times as you want to make sure it fits you perfectly. We never missed a deadline. That would be the main benefit of your product and creates the emotional connection between you and your customer. What is the offer deadline? In our particular case, we can say, like, if you want to have a 20% discount and participate in this sale, you need to come up to our office and make sure that you will contact us till the, I don't know, 10th of April 2015. So whatever deadline you can say. You need to create the conversion facilitation, conversion from the reader to the buyer of what you're offering. So basically create the call to action, offer something for free. What you can do in this case, you can say, like, call us now to get signed up for the free consultation of our designer to find out which dress suits you best. This is like really quickly and really tight what is the value proposition. We're going to have a deep dive next week Saturday on that. Would you have any questions in regards to value proposition at this point of time? Use the chats windows as usual in the Google+, Facebook, and the YouTube, and Yelena will read it out.
Hi there, here is Elena. Currently, I don't see any comments, so we can move ahead.
Okay, super. Now, your home task would be to shape the idea in the offer. So basically use the questions before. If you have missed some of them, we'll be happy to send them out to you. And I would like you to train your skills and shape the idea into offer. So the main thing is here, you're always welcome to share your value proposition, and we'll have a look into it individually and we'll advise you how to make it better, on how to maybe rethink your concept, and you can share either openly on the Facebook or write us directly, or you can also do that by contacting us in the email. So you have a homework right now, and we are moving to the way on how to promote your value proposition. So let's assume we have just created with you the value proposition. And this particular slide, I'm not going to go into massive detail. However, we have prepared a perfect handout for you based on this slide with the low budget marketing, so to say. There are different ways that you can use in order to promote your value proposition. This is online, this is offline, and this is the mix of both. So what would be the online, offline, and the mix of both? I'm going to give you the examples of some of them, so just for you to have an understanding. The online way would be gathering likes on Facebook or the members, or creating a blog, posting on the forums, writing out the newsletters, making referrals, discounts, doing some audio casting, creating the website, doing some SEO, doing some subscription services, webinars, internet radio, a YouTube channel, etc. Something that creates your online presence. The offline marketing would be some street advertising, maybe some cold calling, selling the business cards in the supermarkets, maybe some flyers, posters, some live events, fly cards, adverts in the local newspapers if you're concentrating in the local industry, pens and notebooks, t-shirts, door-to-door, auto stickers, and faxing. That would be offline marketing, so nothing connected with the online. And there is always a mix of both. That could be an article posted online or offline. There could be the guest speaking on somebody's training, you going there and talking about your products and services, seasonal sales, or bring a friend, get a discount, or giving out some free stuff. So I have created basically for you a document which will be sent out to everyone who is subscribed to our database. And this document contains all types of online, offline, and mix of marketing that came up to my mind. And to make it more useful for you, they are divided by the most effective according to the marketing research and medium effective. So you will be able to have a look, compare, and understand what could be useful for you to have as the marketing part of marketing your startup and the business. And going ahead, I've created a workshop number 2 for you, as I want to concentrate on the online marketing and give you some insights about the online marketing. I want you to let me know what kind of online or digital marketing do you know. Write down into the chat just a couple of words. What do you think the digital or online marketing is? And Yelena will read that out.
Hi there, here's Elena, and I'm getting a few comments from you. Thank you very much. So I can read out Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and G+.
Okay, sounds great. This is the part of social media. So, and we're moving to this nice picture of the online marketing. I hope you see that well. This is the key concepts of the online marketing. So I put together by Data Dial, and this creates a pretty much big picture and pretty much nice one. So we're going to run and fly through all of them. So one of the important online marketing part is the traffic that you drive, the online traffic that you drive. To drive the online traffic, you use the social media or Twitter or Google Plus. You can use online PR. Online PR could be your press release in some local newspaper online, or not a local newspaper. Some blogger gets you interviewed, or maybe you write the information about the product or services coming out and somebody publishes it. That will be your online PR. Offline PR or marketing, that's the part that where you do the same as the online PR but offline. So writing a press release about your products or services coming out in the newspaper, physical one. That's the email marketing using the database. Coming back to the database, remember we're talking before. This is the page optimization. This is the content development. This is your brand and message. This is your online reputation, which is really important, which you need to kind of try to find out as much as possible. And why I put a part of social media, the Twitter there on top, is because Twitter is the most quick in terms of spreading the news about the brand. Try to make sure you have your Twitter account, because this is something that will spread the news about you, and this is the tool where you can get the instant feedback. So if the customers are upset, Twitter is proven to be one of the most efficient tools where they use, which they use in order to communicate if they like or dislike something, or say something about the brand or the company. And if you are there, you will be able to follow up on that and give your reply. What is important to have in the web marketing? It's the 4 U's. Can you please put in the chat window if you know what the 4 U's are? Just put the plus if you know and the minus if you don't. Do you have any replies, Yelena?
Hi there, here's Elena, and I can see only one minus for the moment. So maybe the people could not give feedback so quickly, but let's assume that they don't know.
Okay, so the 4 U's is the urgency, that you solve the problem urgently with your product or service. It's the uniqueness of what you're offering. It's the thing that is useful, and it's ultra specific. So what sets you apart and makes you special on the market. This is something important on the social media, and this is something that should be communicated in all your USPs whenever you put them, and also the calls to actions that are leading. So this is basically the picture of the online marketing, if not going into details. And if you would have any questions, or you would be interested in getting more information, or maybe some extra webinar or extra time on the online marketing, we can have a deep dive into that. Just let us know. And I'm passing the word to Elena to show you some information on the online marketing using the Facebook.